Like, I'm a freshman. There is not as many pregnant people. And it's like, oh la la, like I'm here, like when I literally walk on top of you to get to my class. Oh my god, my life is terrible. Hey world! Today I'm coming at you with the do's and don'ts of high school freshmen. I would have loved to see a video like this when I was becoming a freshman because literally I watched every single freshman high school survival guide that I could find, and yes, I will be doing that later this summer because I feel like this should go up before that one, and I feel like this is just like the basics, and then that one's gonna go further into all the little bullet points that I made for y'all. And I know a lot of you are freshmen here on my channel because I did that whole asking you guys what grade you're going into thing, and yeah, that's the grade that a lot of you are going into. And I have my list on my handy dandy phone, and let's get into this. Oh, by the way, I have 5 for each do and 5 for each don't. Hold on. Oh, shut up. Okay. The first do of being a freshman in high school is stay on top of your schoolwork. This is one of the most important things. It's like a lot of people think that like, oh, I'm just a freshman, this year doesn't even count, like this doesn't even matter, but through that year, you're learning all the things that you will take on your finals and your regents, and those are things that go on your transcripts, which is what the colleges see. So keep it as good as possible, and your GPA is gonna like be nice, and that's always a positive. Don't number 1. Oh. Don't number 1 is don't say freshman year doesn't count grade-wise. So basically what I said for the do, but I didn't realize that, I guess, when I was doing this. So yeah, basically the same point, but just don't think that, oh, I have 3 more years to do this. Like, sign up for as much extra credit as possible. Like, all of that adds up by your senior year. Do number 2. Do stay organized. Staying organized throughout the year will make studying much easier. Having a planner, like an agenda, writing down all your homework in that thing will remind you of what homework you have, thus boosting your grade, not forgetting which homeworks you have. This all makes sense in my mind, maybe not when I'm saying it out loud, but if you do make YouTube videos, like that basically means that you're pretty organized. I guess like I'm talking to you guys who make YouTube videos because it takes a certain amount of organization to like know when to put up videos, make thumbnails, blah blah blah, titles, etc. So you're pretty good in that area, but those of you who are not, get it girl, get it. Don't number 2. Don't be afraid of not knowing where your classes are. This is like such a no-brainer, but I felt like a lot of people in my grade were doing this. So basically you're going from a small little middle school, or maybe not that small of a middle school, but basically your high school is going to be much bigger. No matter where you're coming from, really, it's a big change in size. There's going to be tons of more kids, especially in my high school. There are like, in my middle school there was 1,200 kids total of the whole school, and now there's 1,200 kids per grade. So that means a lot of people, really big hallways, really tall kids, really small kids, just a whole big mess. And like the first 2 weeks can be like so difficult, but after that you kind of get a feel of which way to go, which staircase to go, and it all just fits in. And you're gonna have people walking with you from class to class, and you'll remember, and then you'll get in touch. Like, just don't be afraid, and if you have to ask upperclassmen or other kids in the grade, don't be scared that like they'll like be mean to you, because we won't be mean to you, I promise. Okay, do number 3. Do join teams. I think this is also a very important part. Of course all of these are, but I'm gonna say these for all of these facts anyway because I forget. So do join teams. I know it sounds kind of silly at first, like what if I don't like this, but there's literally a team for anything. Like, there's a team for ping pong, I'm pretty sure there's a chess team, but then there's all the sports and whatnot. Literally there's anything you can think of if you go to like a big school. So like, join a team, join debate, join mock trial. Like, I've heard so many people like that like are YouTubers that are older, that are like in college now. They're like, if I didn't join that team, I wouldn't have met my best friend. And I think that's one of the scariest things ever. Like, you want to meet your best friend. That's like totally like a-okay. Joining teams gives you a sense of like a sense of fitting in and belonging to something. I think that's so important your freshman year, especially because in that point you're already not fitting in. You're already the youngest, the less mature, the less known about the subjects and everything. And usually I don't do the most serious videos like this, and I'm trying not to make it too serious, but like these are like my actual like advice. So enjoy them. Take them as much as you can, because I think they're like so important. I wish someone made a video like this. So yeah, I joined like every single thing that I could try. Like I tried, funny story actually, I tried to get into the play at my school, and the play is basically, most people are in chorus, which is like, they dance and they sing, but they don't really have speaking parts. And I was like, you know what, I am too good for this, like I need a speaking part. So I tried out, of course, and I didn't get in. And I was like, you know what? I'm not gonna join chorus. Like, I was such a sore loser. And this year, of course, I'm going to join chorus because it is so important to get into National Honor Society, to get all the most credits that you can, to be well-rounded in your high school. You want to be that kid that's in everything. I think that's so important, and I am in cheerleading and gymnastics, and I'm actually want to do a how to get on your high school's cheer team video. I think that's going to be so fun. So thumbs up this video if you'd like to see that. Next, don't walk slowly or stop in the hallways. It is the most annoying thing that anyone could do, especially freshmen, especially because like they're smaller than the average senior. And the seniors are not going to deal with that, okay? Unless you're like super cool and like hot, like they're not gonna deal with that, okay? I'm just letting you know right now. It's totally cool to like start walking like a little slower if you're digging through your bag and you're letting everyone around you know that you're like sifting through something. But if you just automatically like stop, like just to tie your shoe, but you're like still walking, then just stop. Don't like don't be mad at me when I literally walk on top of you to get to my class. I have 4 minutes to go to the other side of the building, down the stairs, and then that way, and you are not going to get in my way, okay? I'm not going to get late because of you. Like literally, right in front of my English class room, there was a huddle of girls. They just stood there. They didn't even have that class. They didn't have a class anywhere near there. They just stood there waiting for their friends, like, oh la la, like, I'm here, like, do you know how annoying that is? It was the most annoying thing in the world, and none of my friends wanted to say anything. Like, I didn't want to say anything either because I didn't want to be mean, but they were just the most annoying. They would stand there, they would curse, they would be so loud, they would make a scene, and everyone was just like, just chill, just go, just walk away. And you don't want to be those group of people. You don't want to be them. Do number 4, do go to orientation. I myself did not get the chance to go to orientation. I was on vacation, and I'm really upset that I didn't get to go to orientation. High schools that don't have so many kids usually give out their schedules, and they get their lockers, and they get to meet their teachers and walk around the school and all that stuff at orientation. My orientation wasn't even that interesting. I think all we got to do was buy our gym uniforms and our locks. So yeah, that you're still getting ahead of like other people who still have to do that like later on, like during the school year when you have to get your books and all that stuff. So you are kind of winning a little bit, but like my school doesn't in particular have that. But I say do go to orientation because you get the feel of the school and you know where all the classes are and all the kids and all that jazz. Number 4. Don't take classes just because your friends are in them. It's a total waste of a credit, and I got into like a specialized program, so I didn't even get the choice to make that like decision. But like, don't take cooking because your friend's in cooking and you can't cook, and now you're gonna get a bad grade in that class, and you could be doing like archery or something awesome that you would enjoy and get a good grade in. So don't just mess that all up because of a friend who's all like, obviously if they pick it, they're gonna do better in the class, and you're just gonna be like, oh, like here's just me like chilling, like, you know, don't do that. Okay, the last do remember that you are a freshman. And I think this is such like a reminder now that I look back. Like, remember you're a freshman. Like, it's just like, don't think that you're so cool and like, oh, like, I'm a freshman, like, I'm so awesome. Like, don't do that. So do remember you are a freshman, and you can't just do all the things that the seniors do, like skip class or go out for lunch or like don't bring all your books and stuff. Just do as you do, but do remember you're a freshman. I'm so funny. Alright, don't think high school is like TV shows or movies. I am a huge fan of Degrassi and Mean Girls, but I'ma tell you, girl, right now, high school is nothing like them in the slightest. There is not as many pregnant people. There is certainly not as much drama or people being diagnosed with illnesses or deaths. Usually, typically, depending on what high school you go to and what state you're in, but I'm saying that most are not like that. It just doesn't happen. And don't get all stressed out being like, oh my god, my life is terrible, like Lindsay Lohan's gonna throw me in a garbage can. Like, it doesn't happen, okay? Like, high school is just like, you meet friends, and then you go to things, and then you study, and then it's school. It's school. Remember when you were going into middle school and you were watching Ned's Declassified School Survival Guide, because I know I did this, and you thought that you'd like befriend the janitor and like have cool lockers and like crawl through vents and stuff? Remember how none of that actually happened? Yeah, same thing goes for high school, just on a larger scale. Sorry this video was kind of out of the ordinary and more of a rant type, what is this? I don't even know. It was more of a rant type video, but I hope it really does help all of you, and if it does, please give this video a thumbs up, and if you are not going to become a freshman this year, and you'll be next year or the year after, then come back and watch this video then. Or if you've already been a freshman, leave some comments down below to other freshmen telling them more advice and tips and things, and I'll add them into my high school survival guide thingy-majiggy. And as you can tell, my voice is leaving me, so I will have to bid you adieu. As always, my Instagram, Twitter, and Tumblr are all linked down below. And yeah, bye world!